will be falling into the hands of Bigetron with the Brody as well as an addition. So, this Paquito is going to be a jungler.
Yeah, Paquito is going to be the jungler. It is going to be Brody in the gold lane and Repo using that Cho. That should be what's going on here. But if they turn it around once again, if Cho goes to the roaming position and it's actually another roaming XP lane Kufra, I'm not surprised anymore. EVOS Legends though, now with the final pick in their composition to round it up, I think Granger works perfectly, but Roger is the one that suits this composition the most for me. Let's see what they decide on right here, right now. It's Kimmy!
What?
Okay.
I feel like they have too much magic damage. Four people dealing magic damage is going to be very, very easy for the Bruisers from the side of Bigetron Alpha to go and
just itemize against them.
Athena and Radiant Armor should be the way to go here. So composition-wise, of course, I gotta lean towards Bigetron. I question the drafts coming from EVOS Legends.
The only thing that I don't like about this draft from Bigetron Alpha is that they're very, very dash-oriented, and they're up against a Phoveus. But what I do like about them is they have the Cho. So when the Phoveus jumps maybe too aggressively, it can be instantly punished. So I have to say the same thing here. I'm going to have to side with Bigetron Alpha for game number 2. Eterna, what are your thoughts?
I have to agree with you, Miracle. I don't understand why EVOS Legends are building so one-dimensional with so much magic damage. I mean, it's going to be very easy, like we mentioned, for Bigetron to itemize against them.
Well, let's see. It is going to be 3 votes for Bigetron Alpha. What are your votes? Go ahead and take into the comments. Put it down. Hashtag BTR win or hashtag EVOS roar, because we are in the land of dawn right now. It's time for BTR to either get the win and stay in this match or lose out to a clean sweep by EVOS Legends.
Yes, that is definitely the question here. And with Fursik here on towards Kimmy, I've never seen Fursik use Kimmy, so this is actually very interesting to watch. I'd like to see how he performs on this and how the dynamic from EVOS Legends is going to be, because I don't really understand what they're trying to go for.
I agree. I mean, again, 2 purifiers for side of EVOS Legends and 0 purifiers again in response, because EVOS Legends has little to no CC whatsoever. So I'm excited to see how will they execute without CC. Bigetron, that's why as well I favor Bigetron's composition.
Yeah, but in that top side, Yuzong is going to be able to bully Cho in the early stages of the game. In the mid lane as well, Renbo going to be losing out against Krite, who has had the better of this lane so far in the first minute of the game.
Yeah, I have to agree with you here. We can already see some lane pressure happening. And now with Matilda on this route, I don't understand what they're trying to go for, right? It seems like they want to go for a team composition type of strategy with the Lilia AoE coming in as well as Yuzong. But with the Matilda, with the early aggression, are they looking for some pickoffs as well? And exactly what are they trying to accomplish? I'm still a bit confused about what EVOS Legends is trying to do. Bigetron Alpha, however, it seems like they want to stave it off in towards the late game, being able to have a lot of CC on the board for them as well, trying to make some setups for the Sicilian to be able to deal the amount of damage that they do. But what happened there?
Yeah, just instantly melted down, wrecked. He's gonna get taken down. EVOS Legends in a one-man disadvantage. Paquito back to the mid lane. They're not going to go for the turtle, actually opting to leave it and give it to EVOS Legends. They're gonna go instead to the purple buff, steal it away, and make Fursic's life a little bit harder in that jungle. But this might be a mistake. Max needs to be very, very careful here. He does get the purple buff, but at what cost? Demonic Force popped in, flame shot to get another proc off, but no more follow-up. Max gets out, he dashes forward, and he exits the jungle really, really well, taking the purple buff away from EVOS. But what do you think? I feel like the turtle is still worth it for EVOS.
Yeah, for sure. And you mentioned this earlier. You said because that Bigetron Alpha is bringing such dash-heavy heroes, you can actually see it start to come to reality. EVOS Legends with the Phoveus was able to inhibit the movements coming in from Max, and this is going to be very difficult, seeing that he is a jungler. He needs to be able to move freely, but unfortunately, he was just not able to do that and nearly got picked off. But luckily, just luckily, his timing was on point, was able to get out. But I'm afraid for future situations to come, you know?
Absolutely, man. But let's take a look at the Cho right now, who has rotated with Max to the top side, going for counter jungle instead of the same strategy as game number 1. This time, they're making Fair6's life a little bit harder in the jungle, although this Kimi has farmed really, really well up to this point, also getting the turtle, so the XP and gold, I think, is still very, very healthy for Fair6.
Yeah.
I feel like to think of it right now, I feel like with Lilia and as well as Kimmy, it's going to be so hard for Bigetron's side to engage because sure, you have 1, 2, 3 bruiser coming in to play, and I feel like the kiting game should be critical here for the side of EVOS Legends.
Yeah, that's exactly what they really need to do right now. But look at the passive plays once again from both teams. It's so different to what we're accustomed to. And Bigetron Alpha, they're really thinking really hard on how to make the next setups, knowing that this turtle will spawn. And this is definitely the combo for the Storm before someone tries to make an engage. And we can already see Fair6 trying to zone the members out.
All right, let's see. He jumps in on the 2 members, gonna be able to get the damage as well. Krite will have to pop the black shoes early on. It's gonna be the demonic force to zone away the members as Renbo goes in for more damage, but it's gonna be Max taken off the board by Fair6. Very, very good kiting to ensure his safety and also deal some damage. Bigetron Alpha might have bit too much than they could chew. He going up to open up the map a little bit more right now, but it's gonna be a 4v4 situation. No retribution on the board. Turtle will be taken away by Fair6, and that is not going to be good for the side of BTR. They will need to have to scale a little bit longer here because Fair6 is just on a roll.
Yeah, I feel like a good engage from Key, but 2 purifies from Rex and Crit at the same time will disable that engage, and EVOS, they are playing this very, very well. Fair6 is happy on his farm, on his objectives, getting his objectives, so Bigetron, they need to find compensation ASAP.
The composition from Bigetron Alpha is relying heavily on this Kufra, and because of the Purify, like Donnie mentioned, it is going to be very difficult for EVOS Legends, for Bigetron Alpha, sorry, to make a play. And now we are going to take a look at what has been going on in the items in the 5th, almost 6th minute.
Yeah, to be fair here, Brody already collects his BOD, so I expect a damage here. EVOS Legends need to be careful from that. But take a look at Fair6, man. Genius 1 already in hand. So magic power-wise is just huge, and I believe that Radiant Armor should come into play ASAP.
Yeah, I think Key is already working on that Radiant Armor right now. It's going to be EVOS Legends making their way up top. Key needs to be careful here. Rek is right in the bush, opening up the map for his team. Key gets chunked, gets poked down, but they are on to the response as well. EVOS going up top. Bigetron responding with the same thing. Repo will just be able to clear the waves with the help of Renbo. No engagement from any of the teams, just opting to back away. Don't really commit to these kind of engages. Max goes in for additional poke. Rek still able to dash away with the guiding win.
Yeah, EVOS Legends right now, they're still trying to heavily prioritize the objectives. They don't want to go in too deep. They are looking for pickoffs per se, but they are very, very calculated about it. But instead, it is going to be anti-mage getting picked off. And this is a really good setup, honestly, for the next turtle. As you can see, there is only 3 seconds left, and they have the advantage in the top side, being able to take an objective in that tower, and of course, as well as that turtle. It seems like EVOS Legends is trying to mirror it, but that's like 3 objectives compared to 1.
Yeah, very good trade for the side of Bigetron Alpha right there, still grasping onto their lead, but it's going to be Renbo engaged on by Rex, still able to kite away and get out of that situation. Max taking away the purple buff. EVOS Legends now on the front foot, going for the proactive movements on the map, but unable to go and control that neutral objective area in the top side.
Ooh, that's very interesting. I thought they were able to take it, but instead,
They moved.
EVOS Legends, yeah, both teams actually rotated very quickly. So they're adapting to each other's playstyle. This is very different to what we saw in game number 1. They are really reactive. They're really on their heels, and this is really cool to see.
Yeah, Renbo is stacking really, really well as well. Remember, in this game, he is still untouchable, 0-0-1, whereas Fair6, basically the same story for him, 1-0-0, a little bit more gold and farm, but these 2 members are going to be the core, basically, in their teams when it comes to the late game.
Yeah, pillars as well. And unfortunately, this is one of Renbo's comfort heroes, like we keep mentioning. So this is a scary, scary composition, but ooh, something might be brewing now.
Yeah, Key jumps in with a Tyrant's Rage, able to connect on the Tyrant's Revenge. Down, instant lockdown. Anti-Mage gets taken down right now as the Turtle will be targeted right here. It is Fersing getting the better of the Retribution. Clover jumps in for the Demonic Force onto Renbo, under the turret. He gets the Flame Shot, and that's the finish up. Clover now going and wreaking havoc in the backside. Repo will not be able to take him down under the turret. Wrecked brings him back to safety with a guiding win. And what a brilliant display of the team fight and macro skill by EVOS. But Bigetron will be able to pick up one for the price of the Turtle and Renbo.
Yeah, 100% agree with you. And First Six still is trying to look for something. They still want to capitalize on the pressure that they already have. But they have to be careful here because they are kind of outnumbered there. They don't want to make another misplay because they've been playing well right now. Focusing on objectives is the way to go. They don't want to overcommit onto anything. They don't want to lose too many kills. But the problem is that they haven't been aggressive enough to inhibit Renbo scaling towards the late game. So coming into the next few minutes, I'd like to see EVOS Legends at least try, to make a move onto Renbo.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And for the other side here, I expected Bigetron to make something with their composition. Right now, it's minute number 9. The power spikes is there. Matt already collecting 2, if not 3 items. And of course, Key needs to also find a momentum build here on that Kufra. For now, it's so quiet. And I did not expect here from Key.
Yeah, honestly, if we're taking a look at both of the compositions, EVOS Legends will have the stronger mid-game. But Bigetron Alpha, if they keep on scaling this way, this Sicilian will have the better of this matchup when it comes to that late game. But it's time to take a look at the lead-up player head-to-head here, Gani.
Yeah, for now, it is going to be Matt and Clover sitting on that gold lane position. So average is quite even, 2 for 2.
Yeah, Key is going to get chunked very low. Oh, he goes in and Kimmy gets caught onto the board. That's going to be Matt going in for the follow-up, able to connect onto Torn by memory. Max keeps on going in, gets the knockout strike onto 2. Clover is nowhere to go. He gets baited in. The Demonic Force buys him a little bit more time, but Max is incredibly efficient on this Paquito. A double kill picked up as Bigetron turned the tides once more.
Instantly a 4-1-2 KDA as well as the gold lead 1000, and now a Lord on the way. We can already see the impact that Renbo already has here in the 10th minute, and this is starting to look scary. But it seems like they don't want to let this go uncontested, Mirko.
Max is low, the Lord! Wrecked, oh my god! What was that? Anti-Mage tries to get the kill onto Max, but it's gonna be him taken down. But it's all worth it. Anti-Mage still surviving. What is this? Anti-Mage gets the kill and the outplay against Bigetron Alpha.
What was that? That was insane by the side of EVOS Legends. This is looking reminiscent to what we saw in the two last seasons before. Anti-Mage being able to do so much for his team and not getting taken down. This is the EVOS Legends that we want to see.
Anti-Mage was aware. Anti-Mage is aware that Paquito was low, and he just opens that Black Dragon form, zoning out Max just by the presence, and wrecked. With the MVP there, stealing, last hitting that Lord right now. EVOS, they're on the offense.
Yeah, 100% here. How did that happen is definitely the question, and they are continuing what they started earlier with that Lord pushing in the bottom side. EVOS Legends definitely has the upper hand.
No Versic, no Clover, no problem. Claws connects on the 2, but it's going to be Demonic Force connecting, and the follow-up just immediately deletes every single member. By every, I mean 2 from the side of BTR, but those are the prio members. Matt being the sole damage dealer with Renbo, and Repo as well, the frontliner that can go for the picks. Wreck zoning away the members of Bigetron Alpha. Key going for the Times Rage. Sideway Claws connects onto Clover. Key misses. Not a characteristic that he usually has. But EVOS keep on pushing the pace, getting the base turret for nothing.
Wow, that is insane. But interestingly enough, even though Renbo was left alone, he was still able to help defend his team. So EVOS Legends, they have a lot of homework to do. They need to take out Matt, they need to take out Max, as well as Renbo, because Renbo, up until now, even though they are kind of in the behind, they are still leading. They are still able to capitalize and to extend in towards the later stages of the game.
Yeah, I do agree here right now. The name of the game forward side of Bigetron is just withstanding, finding loopholes that they can exploit. And EVOS Legends, with their items here. Rex already on that Oracle and as well as Athena. And of course, two Ice Queen wands in their composition in Crichton as well as Fursic. But let's take a look at the other side here. Bigetron, 1, 2. Okay, 2 members only on that Radiant Armor, being that Cooper as well as Cho. But Max, respecting the magical potential damage from side of EVOS Legends, builds that Athena.
I'm still so speechless from the play that just happened. Rex stealing the Lord and Anti-Mage going for the kill. Rex now beating a lot of abilities. That is 2 ultimates popped up for the side of Bigetron Alpha for the price of nothing. Rex only used the Purify, not worth it whatsoever, as EVOS Legends will have the pressure to take this Lord and start it here in the 13th minute of the game. It is obviously an enhanced Lord. Bigetron Alpha looking for an opening here in this team fight. Repo opening up the map for his team. Anti-Mage jumps in with the Petrify, gonna be able to connect onto Key right now, as that's gonna be the damage coming in as well. Key in the midst of it all, still surviving, but in the end will get taken down. Repo going out, but it's only enabling the demonic force to be popped, and that is an incredible target selection for the side of EVOS Legends, moving from the Lord, targeting the members of Bigetron Alpha, and now they have nothing to respond with. It is a free Lord, an uncontested Lord for EVOS Legends.
The synergy is definitely there, guys. The synergy, the chemistry, the coordination, as well as the communication from EVOS Legends. This is something new, something we didn't see last season. And now it is so evident, and being able to put and turn around so much for them. And the question stands, can Max finally land an accurate retribution?
Yeah, that is still the question. Eterna, as EVOS Legends claim their next Lord. Could they close it economy-wise? Sure, it is only 4K. Almost 5K even, but looking at the base turret, Bigetron Alpha might actually lose the game here, because EVOS Legends, they already have the power to practically dismantle their composition.
I want to kind of flex here. I met Anti-Mage, he was playing the Yuzong in ranked. I got completely shattered, and now Bigetron Alpha, it looks like they have the same fate. It is going to be Renbo going in for the Lord. Lord is already taken to a very low HP. It is going to be finally taken down, and Bigetron Alpha have somehow survived the siege. A lot of damage placed from the side of Pherosic, trying to go for the siege onto the turret right now. Repo is in the midst of it all, going to be get poked a little bit, but a good defense from the side of the Red Robot will ensure their safety and longevity in this game.
Yeah, Rembo is definitely a problem now. It's definitely a huge factor now for the side of Bigetron Alpha. If you notice, his positioning is also insane, so he's not really giving any openings for the side of EVOS Legends to take them down. The only hope that they have is possibly this Yuzong, but can this Yuzong withstand all the damage coming in from Bigetron Alpha?
I completely agree with you, and EVOS Legends needs to be aware of that. This Rainbow will be a problem, so they need to build magic defense, magic resist items fast. As of right now, it's only Rex and as well as Clover, but I expect more here. Anti-Mage is building towards Athena as well. So, again, it might be a reset for both teams here. 5K though, still, economy-wise. Uh-oh.
Oh no, Key gets the pick-off, and that's going to be Anti-Mage next on the chopping block. The pick-off composition finally gets what it's meant to do. A 2-for-0 for the side of BTR. The game just keeps on going. There are moments back and forth, and BTR have somehow turned the tides once more. Renbo has finally hit his item power spike, and this is where it gets scary. Those stacks, those items, they're gonna account for Bigetron Alpha's victory if they keep on going at this pace.
Yeah, they need to buy more time now. 20 seconds, 17 seconds now on the clock for the side of EVOS Legends, waiting for them to spawn. And with this in mind, it seems like Bigetron Alpha, they want to pick up the tempo. They want to pick it up. And that was such a good moment for Bigetron Alpha to be able to turn back the pressure that was once on them back onto EVOS Legends.
I completely agree with you, but I want to take back here with that Lord push earlier. Unfortunately for the side of EVOS Legends, they could not manipulate their minions well. So it seems like a giveaway Lord, and of course Bigetron Alpha, with their comp, they managed to secure that Lord easily. Right now though, the next Lord is up. We will see the execution because both teams want this Lord right here, right now.
Let's see the setup from both of the teams in the bottom side and the top side is already a slow push built up for the side of Bigetron Alpha. Now with Key having the Athena, having the Radiant Armor, it's going to be extremely hard for the side of EVOS Legends to deal damage. And this is one of the things that we mentioned. Krite gets caught in the claws with Anti-Mage as well. That's a lot of HP burns away, and the Black Shoes as well. Right before the Enhanced Lord, they're waiting for the Evolved Lord, and there it is. 18 minutes in the game. That is the Evolved Lord spawning in. Renbo and Matt already onto it. Repo zoning away the members of EVOS Legends. Conceal has been popped to open up the map. Key goes in for Fersing. He gets the knockup, but there's not going to be enough to go for the Times Revenge. He's soaking up so much damage. Demonic Force already popped as well. You remember, he still has the Immortality. Max is waiting for the right moment to engage right now with the Immortality pop. When is the right moment? Now is! He gets Fersing. Winter Truncheon has been popped, but it's going to be Max in a 1v3, surviving and getting shut down. Repo goes in for the way the Dragon onto Clover, able to create space for Renbo to deal some damage. Matt picks up the kill, and on the other side, it's still Max winning, surviving in the 1v2.
What a messy team fight for the side of EVOS Legends. If you notice, we could see that the Yuzong was trying to zone members away from the side of Bigetron Alpha in that bow. But wait a minute. Uh-oh, wrecked?
Wreck can't go anywhere. Torn apart memory snipes him from the bottom, and that's going to be the Evolved Lord for Bigetron Alpha with a comeback here.
Wow. Ronnie, what happened in that previous team fight?
I agree with you. Scrambled team fight from both of the teams, but at the end of the day, Bigetron Alpha won that trade. Why? Because they managed to zone out first pick Max with all that Paquito managed to just go in to the back line, not caring with whatever is ahead of him, taking down first pick, and there you go. There you go. Brrrah.
There you go. There you go is the name of the game. And now with the upper edge that Bigetron Alpha has already trying to push all three waves in towards EVOS Legends, the question is, with so many items already built against Bigetron Alpha, can EVOS Legends do anything as of right now? The main damage dealer we can say is still the Kimmy. The Phoveus does do damage as well, but unfortunately, these are all damage. And this is exactly what we were really afraid of, especially in towards the later stages of the game. Bigetron Alpha has the Sicilian, has the Brody, and this might look like the end.
Yeah, the Conceal has been popped. He is charging up in the backside. It's going to be quite caught up in a bad situation. Claws already connecting, and now it's going to be the base turret taken down. He gets the claws again. Great! No! A misposition, and Renbo capitalizes. Versick is next. Renbo, what is this? Look at Repo as well. He gets the kick onto Anti-Mage. He can't go anywhere. The Black Dragon form only saving him for a couple of minutes. Rex and Clover in the midst of it all. The damage will not be able to get it done. It's going to be Bigetron taking the game and forcing a third one.
Wow, a best of 3 series finally in our hands. Like I predicted, guys, this is going to be a very momentous occasion for both teams. And now the question finally surfaces. Will this be deja vu for EVOS, or can EVOS finally take it against Bigetron?